So if you remember from last week, I finished putting in all the stiffeners for the underside of the wings and then the couple that are on the inboard side. And then the first part of this video is putting in the fuel fill cap flanges for both the left and the right tanks. Actually went in really well. I was very happy with the end result. I kept the inside of that fill cap nice and clean so that that seal is not interrupted when you put the fill cap in and get that cammed down and closed. This part right here is me just making sure that the heads of each one of the rivets are coated in the proseal to make sure I've got good sealant on each one of those so I'm not passing fuel through and leaking through the fuel tank. The next part of this, you'll see me actually modifying the braces for the fuel tanks to hold them in place. I was watching the Vans video and they noted that there's access problem if you don't offset the workbench for getting the rivets set in the very front nose portion of the top of the fuel tanks when you actually start setting those ribs. So got those modified and then I got the tanks built, at least dry fitted all the way through. And I did that so that the fuel tanks would hold their shape a little bit better while I was putting the ribs in. And then started putting the proseal onto each one of the ribs. As far as measurements go, I did notice that the standard 30 grams that I've been using of the white stuff with the 3 grams of the hardener seems to be about the perfect amount for a pair of ribs. So I've been going off of that for the most part. And you'll see that I'm doing basically one pair of ribs per session, and each one of those pairs of ribs usually took me about an hour and 40 minutes, and it's been pretty consistent all the way through. So I basically do a pair, and then I walk away for a few hours, give the proseal a chance to set up at least for a little bit, and then I'll come back and do another pair of ribs. Emily did come out and help me with the lower rivets. Those are extremely hard to reach and very difficult to be able to keep the rivet gun stable while you're trying to do it solo. So I pulled Emily out a couple of times to help me with those couple of those couple of rivets that are way down low. She was very happy to help out with that, and she's really good with the rivet gun, so I enjoy her helping out because it usually ends up with a very high quality product, which is nice. One thing I did notice that's probably a trick for others, I'm using a 60 milliliter syringe from Amazon to accurately dispense the proseal, and I noticed that the tip of the 60 milliliter syringe is almost a little bit larger than the head of a 335 rivet, so I've been using that syringe to basically coat each one of the rivets and get them sealed up.